What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro, back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today things are getting spicy, guys. In this next viral clip, they're definitely not going to re-air this one on CBS. This is an interview with Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson, where he absolutely just shuts down CBS and their talking points. We already know CBS for trying to come at Trump, say that, you know, he's an insurrectionist and paint this picture. House Speaker Mike Johnson has other things to say, guys. I'm excited to check out this clip and see exactly what they don't want us to see on CBS. We're gonna get straight into it, guys, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end so you guys get my thoughts on the back end. But let's get straight into it, y'all. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
CBS thinks they've set up Mike Johnson in this interview. They're like, we got him. Just hit him with the election denial stuff. This is Margaret Brennan from CBS. Watch Mike Johnson just destroy her. It's so good. They are totally revealed as a fraud, fake, anti-news organization, just getting their plot points directly from the Democrat Party. Yes, sir, we'll do whatever you say. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TeNapel. I'm sitting here in my little bunker in exile, hanging out with you guys, my friends, encouraging each other all the way to Trump winning the presidency right here in 2024. Let's watch the news.
Back in 2021, you were the lawmaker who circulated the legal brief known as the Texas amicus brief, challenging the 2020 election outcome in a number of states, which by CBS editorial standards makes you an election denier.
That's nonsense.
Which by CBS standards, our journalistic standards, that makes you an election denier. Well, by CBS standards, they've been wrong about everything. And I could go down the list, but I'd probably get this channel canceled if I mentioned everything they were wrong about, because we're not even allowed to talk about it. That's where her confidence comes from. A police state is backing this jack woman up. It's not because of her own credentials. It's not because they have the truth. It comes from the confidence of having a culture that will protect you even when you make a complete fool of yourself like she just did. CBS journalistic standards. You're an election denier bullcrap. And he's just going, this is nonsense. So number one, he pushed back. He didn't cower. Republicans, this is what you must do.
Well, can I get you on the record on that?
I've always been consistent on the record. Did you read the brief? Did you get a chance to read what we filed with the Supreme Court?
Well, I have read extensively some criticisms of that.
You read commentary about the brief, but not what we submitted to the court.
But right? You recognize that President Biden...
Change the subject because you didn't read the brief. You didn't do the basic part of your homework, which is to read the Texas amicus brief that went to the Supreme Court. And if you ever read it, you'd see that his version of whatever they would call election denial doesn't even fit within their category. He's just saying that the election was wrong in that they didn't use the judiciary to change the rules before the election. They went in and changed criteria for what ballots would be counted, which ones would be rejection, which ones wouldn't be. And it was not done through a vote. It was just done through panels that went in and changed the standards as an emergency because of COVID. That's what happened. And they're saying that's illegal, but she didn't read it. She didn't even read it. She's just going, but you, by our standards, you're still an election denier. So they're reading their own sources. They're in love with the smell of their own toots.
Won the 2020 election. Can you just put that aside?
President Biden was certified as the winner of the election. He took the oath of office. He's been the president for 3 years.
I love his little caveat there. He goes, well, he was certified. She goes, you'll admit that he won the election. He goes, well, he was certified.
The argument that we presented to the court, which is our only avenue to do so, was that the Constitution was clearly violated in the 2020 election. It's Article 2, Section 1, and anyone can Google it and read it for themselves. The system by which you choose electors to elect the president of the United States must be done by the individual states, and the system must be ratified by the state legislatures. That is language.
Now, remember, he has only so far quoted the Constitution. This is the same Constitution the Democrats are trying to undermine, right, to try and pin Trump with insurrectionist civil war law. They don't care about the Constitution. They're like going, Mike, you're quoting the Constitution to people that don't even believe in following it. We don't even care. We shredded it and used it as toilet paper before you even came to this interview.
Plain
So
language
you
out of the
still
Constitution.
have issues with the validity of the 2020 election.
The Constitution was violated in the run-up to the 2020 election. Not always in bad faith, but in the aftermath of COVID, many states changed their election laws in ways that violated that plain language. That's just a fact.
Yeah, states changed their election laws and they didn't go through the judiciary. That is, they didn't do it through the proper rules that the Constitution demands. That's not controversial. That's not an opinion. That is a fact of what happened. So this CBS hack who thought this would be an easy slam dunk. I was given my orders by the Biden administration to demonize him, and oops, I ended up looking like an idiot.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out. Also, for you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug some love. That's what I'm talking about right there, guys. That is what we need coming from our true Republican patriots, like House Speaker Mike Johnson, guys. He's shown himself to be a true Republican patriot, America First patriot. Over this past, couple of months since he's been appointed, Mike Johnson has been on a tear since they said go, guys. As soon as he got put in that spot, in that seat as House Speaker, guys, he has started releasing, and proving people otherwise, changing the narrative on Trump and the whole J6 narrative. For those of you who don't know, guys, as soon as House Speaker Mike Johnson was appointed, one of the first things he did, I don't want to say the first, one of the first things he did was release all the tapes from J6, guys, release them to the public, and you can go in and watch them yourself, and that is the reason why we're starting to get a whole different narrative on what actually happened, kind of debunking Nancy Pelosi's whole narrative of Trump and the insurrection that happened on J6, guys. Mike Johnson would never cower down just based off those actions alone, those bold actions to release all those tapes that they've been trying to hide for quite some time. Lets us know, kind of keys us in that Mike Johnson would never cower down to CBS journalist, guys. As soon as she tried to paint the picture and say that, he's an election denier, he went ahead and corrected her off the top, let her know, did you read the brief that I submitted? Did you read it? Her answer to his question let us know her ignorance on the whole topic. She has been put in front of him, to kind of pressure and paint this picture that Mike Johnson is another election denier, guys. He's basically an insurrectionist with Trump. This is what the big corporate machine, CBS, would like you guys to think, would like everyone to think about Mike Johnson, but he's a true hero, true patriot, guys. If we look back into his works just in the last couple of months, we would know that he is a true America First patriot, guys, and he won't let CBS paint that picture. That is why as soon as she tried to bring up that talking point and say that, Mike Johnson, are you an election denier still, or are you not? It's like, I never was an election denier, guys. I submitted a brief to let you guys know that what was done from state to state was a little bit illegal, guys. You cannot change laws in the way they did. Mike Johnson's Texas amicus brief had nothing to do with him being an election denier or him denying the election at all. But this journalist seemed to not take the time, do her, background research. She should have that knowledge already prepared. If she's going to ask this man questions or conduct an interview, she should have the basic knowledge, especially if she's going to paint a picture. You would have thought she would have read the brief and, known the basic gist of what's going on, what he submitted. If she would have read the brief, I feel like she would have known that Mike Johnson is not an election denier, guys. Now I can see why this clip is not going to be replayed on CBS, guys. Mike Johnson actually getting up there and shutting her down. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson, Patriot House Speaker Mike Johnson. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey, y'all. Catch you guys on the next one.